What's up guys, Sam Adams here and welcome to The Drop, which is a series every Monday here on my channel where I go through the new video game releases of the week, telling you guys what is up, what you guys are going to have the opportunity to play. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this week's new releases. So first off, we have Etrian Mystery Dungeon coming to the 3DS this Tuesday, which is kind of weird considering that most Nintendo games normally come out on Friday. However, this is a turn-based strategy RPG kind of game, so it's going to be kind of slow-paced. If you're looking for an action game, this is not going to be the one for you, but it is a dungeon crawler on the 3DS, so that might appeal to some people, but every dungeon is randomly generated, so you're going to have a lot of replay value in this one, and it'll definitely be interesting if you're looking for something for the new Nintendo 3DS or even the old version of the Nintendo 3DS. Again, this one's coming out this Tuesday if you're looking for something on the handheld side of things. Next up, Stealth Incorporated 2: A Game of Clones is coming out on the PS4, PS3, PlayStation Vita, and PC, and this was actually originally a Wii U exclusive, believe it or not, but the original Stealth Incorporated game came out on the PlayStation systems, and it was actually featured as one of the PlayStation Plus games of the month, one month, and I played it and I thought that it was really good. If you played the Swapper, it kind of has a similar mechanic to that. It is a puzzle platformer, so you're going to have to use your brain and kind of figure out how you're going to be able to get from point A to point B. And it looks to be a pretty good game. There are over 60 levels for you to test your strategy and brain power on, so there's definitely a lot of gameplay to be had there. So if you're looking for something to kind of test your wits, this one's coming out on the PlayStation consoles and PC this Tuesday. Next up, I Am Bread is finally leaving Steam Early Access and getting its full release on Steam this Tuesday on PC. And if you aren't familiar with what I Am Bread is, it comes from the makers of Surgeon Simulator, and it is pretty much where you're a piece of bread and your goal is to get toasted, which is definitely something that's unique and interesting, and that's what I love about the guys that made Surgeon Simulator. Nothing had ever been done like that before, and it became a huge sensation. I Am Bread hasn't really taken off that much as compared to its predecessor, but it definitely has some good gameplay value, and it'll definitely be great if you're a YouTuber or even a streamer. Maybe it's a game you can play with your kids or friends or something. It's just an interesting little title, and it's getting its full release on PC on Steam this Tuesday. Next up, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D is making its way to the new Nintendo 3DS exclusively. I cannot stress that enough. This game is only playable on the new Nintendo 3DS that came out in North America in February. So it's a pretty interesting title. It was actually originally released on the Wii in 2010, and it became so popular that they figured it needed a 3D remastering on the new Nintendo 3DS. And basically there was this world, and it was completely and totally covered with water, and these two titans were fighting on it, these giant Colossus kind of things, and they both died, and that's where the land came from. And on each of these titans there are humans, and there are these giant robot kind of people, and they're fighting against each other, and you play as Shulk, whose best friend has just been killed, and you have this giant powerful sword, and you have to vow to kind of take down and stop the invasion of the robots to kill the human people. It's a pretty interesting kind of concept, and the voice acting is absolutely gorgeous. I was actually blown away by that fact entirely. But this is an interesting title. It's a turn-based strategy RPG, a lot like the first game that we talked about this week in The Drop, but it does look better, and it has been quoted to be one of the best looking games on the handheld to date. So if you're looking for that kind of game, it's coming out this Friday, as most Nintendo games do, on the new Nintendo 3DS exclusively. Finally, we have Dark Souls 2: Scholar of the First Sin coming to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS3 this week, and it actually came out on PC last week. But this includes Dark Souls 2 and every piece of DLC that was ever released for that game, and this is actually the Souls franchise first debut on the new generation console, which is kind of surprising considering that Bloodborne came out on March the 24th, so there's definitely a lot of rage going on in the gaming community right now. But Dark Souls 2 is obviously a game that is known to make players mad. It's definitely frustrating, it is rage-inducing, and it is absolutely fun. I've been playing the crap out of Bloodborne, and it's made by the same guys at From Software. So, you know, it's just one of those things where you have to take it for what it is. It's extremely fun, it's really addictive, and it makes you want to keep coming back for more. It's pretty dark, pretty gruesome. I wouldn't recommend it for a kid or anyone with rage issues, but it is a great game, and it's coming out this Tuesday on the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and Xbox 360, and it came out last week on the PC. So there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of The Drop. If you did, drop me a like down below and comment what games you are going to be picking up this week on The Drop, if anything, or at least what you're looking forward to in the next couple of weeks. Are you looking forward to Mortal Kombat 10, or have you really been looking forward to Dark Souls 2 coming to the new generation consoles? Let me know in the comments below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to head over and check out some of the other videos that I've been making recently. I upload like new stuff 4 or 5 days a week, so there's always something new on the channel to check out. You might want to consider subscribing and sharing this video if you enjoyed it. But as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.